Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com here with you. And I recently had the opportunity to do a phone interview with Mike McDonald of the band Strange Machines. And these guys actually play all over the place, but they have a strong presence here in the Granite State, do a lot of shows here. In fact, they're going to be at the Stone Church. Well, we'll talk about that show coming up in the interview that you're about to hear. So we're going to open it up with a great track by the band called Motion Potion. And then you're going to hear my interview. And I did have some help, had a couple other folks in the studio with me. You'll hear them as well. But we talked to Mike McDonald of the band Strange Machines, and it was a great discussion. So let's get to that. First, we're going to play Motion Potion from the band, and then you'll hear the first part of our interview with Mike McDonald from Strange Machines. But here we go.
Turn the tide. Show me how to brew that potion. You know, the one that makes us feel so nice. She's got the secret truth to the universe and the soul divine. Teach me the recipe anyway, the one that will stand the test of time. 'Cause I've been steadily cooking up my own concoction. You can buy it for cents on the dollar. We'll set up a fire. You fly higher, both of your wings unencumbered. You fly more often than not. You drift right off into space. Dance on a wire, you fly right through a wormhole to climb down and boom, I'm right back. You might see different in fact. We're setting our hearts on fire here. We're setting our hearts on fire. That you utilize all that your mind desires. We got the drive, now let's actualize. 'Cause I've been steadily cooking up my own concoction. You can buy it for cents on the dollar. We'll set up a fire, you fly higher, both of your wings unencumbered. You fly more often than not. Drift right off into space. Dance on a wire. You fly right through a wormhole to climb down, then boom, I'm right back. You might see different in fact. We're setting our hearts on fire here. We're setting our hearts on fire.
Oh, that's great. That is Motion Potion from Strange Machines. And is this, Mike, is that you?
Hey.
Well, we know it's you.
Hey, I'm here. There you guys are.
Veronette is here with me, as well as Christian Lacoste and Eric Gagnon. And we were really enjoying
thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I've definitely, I've heard the name Strange Machines before, but I wasn't too familiar with your music. And then Veronette sent me the link, and we played Motion Potion, which is great. Great track. And I listened to a bunch of stuff before I came in to do the show today, and really like what you're doing. Looked at your tour schedule on the site. Looks like you guys are pretty busy. You got a lot of shows.
Yeah, we're off next week, and then we're doing a nice little run out to the Midwest in December in Chicago, Columbus, Pittsburgh, and a couple other spots, I think.
Oh, outstanding. Wow. Yeah.
For the set tomorrow, is it going to be off all the songs off the new album?
Yeah, well, that album's about a year and a half old now, but yeah, we'll be playing a lot of that stuff. We got a bunch of new tunes we've been working on, and we've been playing this tour as well. So we'll be debuting those for the New Hampshire fans. And we got our good friends, the Hot Chachis, opening up their local Manchester area band. I think they're out of Brookline Hollis. So they'll be kicking things off nice and early. And then, yeah, we'll be playing a bunch of stuff off that album for sure.
Very good. Do you guys do you play a pretty long set? Because, some of these tunes are pretty lengthy. So, I mean, I assume you're able to you're able to play a long
we're
set.
A jam band.
Yeah. No.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be playing 2 sets tomorrow. Probably both about 75 minutes each.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is
cool. What's the longest set you guys have ever played?
Oh, I think probably, without taking a break, probably 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. That's a long time.
I feel you there. I've played 2-hour sets. They're not fun.
But whereas, with the format of the songs, and you guys are kind of a jam band and whatnot, I mean, do the songs kind of change from one set to another, or kind of evolve, or maybe some night a song might
definitely
be longer or shorter?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we always, a lot of those songs, like, the jams you're maybe hearing on the record there, we change those up live, and we do a lot of improvisation. And then sometimes we won't even jam on songs, and we'll just kind of, focus on the song itself. Kind of depends with each show. But that keeps it interesting for people who come out to see us on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I would imagine,
and for us as players as well.
Yeah, I mean, it must be nice to kind of be able to do that, to change the songs, and I mean...
Yeah, keep it fresh so that...
Yeah, exactly. Has it been the same lineup?
Yeah.
All along, or...
No, we actually have 2 newer members in the past year or so. The keyboardist and the drummer are both newer, but they've been touring with us this whole fall tour so far, and it's been great. Musically, everything's clicking really well, and I'm really stoked to have these guys on board.
Excellent, yeah. And how long has the band been around?
I started the band about 9 years ago now.
Wow.
But we didn't really but it wasn't anything, we didn't really get serious until about 5 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
It was more so just playing occasionally here and there, but then the last 5 years we started really picking up touring and, going for it. So
I got a question for you. Have you ever played in old Canada?
Oh, good question.
No, we haven't played it. We haven't played in Canada yet. But that's definitely on the to-do list. We got we just signed with a new agency and a new management company, so we got a big 2020 is going to be a big year, and we're picking things up pretty heavily.
Excellent.
So I'm sure that'll be on the docket at some point in the new year.
Outstanding. And when you guys are touring, do you headline, or do you have you toured with any other acts where that you've opened for, or how does that work?
A little bit of both.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of both. Yeah, this fall tour has been primarily headline shows, but we've done runs with Twiddle, Disco Biscuits, Pigeons Playing Ping Pong, just to name a few.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. I've not heard of them. That's a great name.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah.
the others that you mentioned, I know, but not them. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
And then are you guys working on any new material, or are you still kind of focused on promoting Voice of Color?
No, we've been pretty hard at work writing new stuff, especially since the two new guys joined, and we're eager to get some new tracks laid down with them on it. And been writing a lot, mostly focusing on that. And I think we're planning to go into the studio at the end of January to get started on a new EP. So,
very good.
Should have some new music relatively soon.
Yeah. Are there any bands that you guys play a lot of shows with? Any bands from like other Boston bands or bands from up here that you guys kind of team up with, or is each show different?
Yeah, each show's kind of different. There are. Let me think. We definitely play with bands like Kung Fu a lot. Consider the Source. Swimmer, I think, is from New Hampshire, and we've done a bunch of shows with them.
Yep.
So yeah, it kind of varies. It's all over the place. It all kind of blurs together now. So
yeah.
It's hard to, done so many shows at this point.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year, is this the last show you're doing in New Hampshire?
No, we actually have one more show the last weekend in December. We're at the Stone Church over on the Seacoast.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
That's another great venue. Yeah, I've
never been.
Yeah, we love that place. We do every summer. We do a little mini festival there that we call Strange Days.
Yeah. Oh wow.
We don't. Yeah, we'll be announcing the dates for that relatively soon as well.
Cool. I don't think I've been to the Stone Church in probably over a decade, but it's a great place. Absolutely.
Yeah, we love it there.
Yeah. No doubt. What else should people know who are listening in terms of where to find you guys online and how to keep up with everything that you're doing, and especially, when you're out there touring, and, we have people who listen online from other parts of the country too. So you might end up in somebody else's neck of the woods who's listening. So what should people know
definitely
about how to keep track of you guys online?
I would say all the social media sites would probably be the easiest way. We're the most active on there, on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that. You can also follow our website, which is strangemachines.band.com.
Okay. And by the way, where's the name come from? I really like the name.
The name was it was the first song me and one of the original members ever wrote together, and the song never really saw the light of day, but we really liked the name and what the metaphor Strange Machines meant within the song, and it kind of stuck as a name.
Yeah.
But I honestly can't even remember how the song went to this day, but
right.
we really liked the name, and it just kind of stuck.
Yeah. No, I dig it a lot. So you guys, just to remind everybody, so you guys are going to be tomorrow night, November 27th, at Jewel Nightclub right here in Manchester, which is a wonderful place. And by the way, how do you and either of you, how do you and Veronette know each other?
We just the promoter Jiggy ended up giving me his number so I could see if we can get him on the show and talk. Initially, it was just try to see if maybe he could physically come on, or if we could do like an interview thing, or
to
talk a little bit about the music and them performing tomorrow.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and if you or if you and the band ever want to come up and do this program live, Mike, you're welcome to. It'd be cool to meet you in person too.
Yeah, I'd love to.
But we can talk about that in the future. But no, this, like I said, I became an instant fan. Veronette sent me the link, and I checked you guys out, and I was like, wow, I really like what these guys are doing a lot.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
This is Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com here with you. And here is the rest of my interview with Mike McDonald of Strange Machines. And then we're going to hear a bunch more music from this band. But here it is. Before we let you go, what would you, because I'm going to end the segment with another one of your songs from Voice of Color. But I'll let you tell me, what would you like us to play?
You played Motion Potion before, you said?
We did, yeah.
Okay, I would say Juxtaposed then is the other single we released off that album.
Cool. All right, so I'll fire that up, and I will play that in a moment. But Mike, thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for being patient with us. I guess.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me.
I'm glad
Appreciate it.
I'm glad we found an alternate line to have you call.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, and
No, thank you guys for having me.
all right,
Happy Thanksgiving.
yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You guys too.
All right, Mike, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Take it easy, guys. Thanks.
All right. So that was Mike McDonald. And meanwhile, this is Juxtaposed from the album Voice of Color by Strange Machines.
Juxtaposed, pull the wool over the masses, like you're wearing someone else's clothes. It's a blind man's game, but I guess it's all the same if you can't see the fun in it. Jump into the moving car. There's a way that we can make time stand still. Hold the rope, spin the spokes, release the air a little longer till you feel you've had your fill. With stories so juxtaposed, pull the wool over the masses, like you're wearing someone else's clothes. It's a blind man's game, but I guess it's all the same if you can't see the fun in it. with stories so juxtaposed. Pull the wool over the masses like you're wearing someone else's clothes. It's a blind man's game, but I guess it's all the same if you can't see the fun in it.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. I am Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com, and I hope you enjoyed our discussion with Mike McDonald from the band Strange Machines. Really like those guys a lot, and it was a pleasure to talk to Mike. We've not yet met yet in person, but I hope to soon. But it was, but it worked out well. We were able to do a phoner, and seems like a great guy. Really enjoyed the discussion, and let's hear some more music from these guys. I think we're going to play a track called, let's play this, The In Between. Again, this is from their latest album, Voice of Color. This is really, really good. They've got that show coming up at the Stone Church, which is a great venue. But let's hear this. This is The In Between from the band Strange Machines, next on Local Outbreak.
If I've gone too long, I nothing to the baseline, emphatically applied. Feel it grow, always here provided. It's all for show. Break more than revive it. If I'm gone too long, I implore you now to find me. No right or wrong. Here amidst the silence, it's also quiet. Here in the silence, it's also quiet. Seems to me that you follow well, but can you be your own? Pushing back from time well taken, had their song along. Motions granted from new seeds planted. Seems we all have grown.
my God, what a great song. And it's so long, but you don't really realize it, unless you look at it, that it's 10 minutes long, because it's just so good and it just moves along in such a way. That is The In-Between by Strange Machines. I love that. That is so good. Let's play another one. Want to hear something live? This is called Tectonic, and this is a live performance that was recorded on February 9th of this year from a venue called the Snow Barn, which some of you might be familiar with. It's up in Dover, Vermont. Very, very cool place. But let's give this a listen. And this is available, by the way, as a free download on bandcamp.com if you look up Strange Machines on Bandcamp, which is a great resource for local music. But let's hear this. This is a live recording of Tectonic from the band Strange Machines.
Thought about it, toss superlative. Yeah, we move tectonic, make the whole world shift. The supersonics, synthetic altruists. Don't think about it, we all moved up in. We all moved to this. I've got a feeling you can take me back to where I wanna be. Oh, this time I could use a little reciprocity. There's nothing wrong with showing me your remedy. Take me back to where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. Thought about it, toss superlative. Yeah, we move tectonic, make the whole world shift. The supersonic, synthetic Yeah, snowball.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
This is Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com saying thank you, everybody, once again for joining me this week on the show and continuing to support local music. And thank you, as always, to 100.1 The Planet for all their support. And, of course, don't forget, IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak for the full archive of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's December of 2019, which means it has now been 10 years, an entire decade of Local Outbreak. And you can get every single episode of the show at IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak. But we're going to wrap up with one more track from this week's featured artist, Strange Machines. And thank you again, by the way, to Mike McDonald for joining us earlier. Not all of their songs are 10 minutes long, my friends. They are a jam band, technically, although, you know, you hear a lot of different influences in their music. But here's one that's only 5 minutes to kind of cap off the show. This is called The Shape of Things, and this is from the band's latest album, Voice of Color. The Shape of Things by Strange Machines to close out this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.